We're back with Alt F4. If you missed yesterday's stream, we made essentially no progress at all. We were stuck here for about an hour, but it's a hard game. No, it looks better today. No joke, it looks better today. Something about did they release like a patch? Like I feel like I'm playing the PS5 version. Or I'm playing the Rockstar Definitive Edition, where the rain doesn't work on the water. Maybe my eyes were just bad yesterday, I don't know. Please. No cannons! Oh! I love when people get hit like right at the base of their skull, where like their jaw meets their neck, and they just crumple. It's probably one of the most comical places to be hit in slapstick comedy. It's the Austin Powers judo chop. Okay, they got the right soundtrack going today. Oh, okay. Try again. Did you see that they released a Dragon Ball Dead by Daylight? Now, in today's modern world, I have to ask some clarifying questions. One is, does that mean they released Goku into Dead by Daylight? Because they got a lot of crossover in that game. There's a lot of like licensed content. Or did they release their own game in like with the Dead by Daylight formula, but based in the Dragon Ball universe? It's its own game. What do you fix generators, or like you deploying Capsule Corporation? Like tiny houses and stuff. That's so weird. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm against it. The odds of me playing it are actually like less than 0, but that's crazy, man. I mean, I actually think as much as I enjoy Dead by Daylight, the community scares the crap out of me because it's like, at least from what I know from like, you know, Limmy's tweets and stuff like that, it seems like the whole game is about like, excuse me. Probably reboot, I guess. It seems like the whole game is about like, you know, being Freddy Krueger. I was gonna say Freddie Mercury. How funny would that be? If you were, just trying to fix generators, and then out of the corner of your ear you hear skip it up, da 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 da, and you're like, oh shit, Freddy's nearby, man. Skip up da da ba ba da. Anyway, sorry. La 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 la. Regardless, what Queen song is that's Freddie Mercury at Live Aid 1985. Anyway, regardless, it's a game about Freddy Krueger, like, you know, sticking his claws through your gut and then like impaling you on a hook. But if you ever teabag somebody, the whole community is like, excuse me, please get out of our wholesome game. We don't like stallers here. We don't like teabaggers. This is a family-friendly game where you get ritualistically murdered on a hook by Leatherface. Can you please stop? This is my comfort game. Can you please stop introducing toxicity? The nurse is my comfort monster. Anyway, so I just know, like, because Limmy posted a clip where he, like, he teabagged a survivor, or I don't know what he was doing. I guess teabagging in Dead by Daylight is when you are a survivor and you make it out, but the killer can't quite catch you, so you just hang out at the door and crouch up and down. And I remember the subreddit being like, the Dead by Daylight subreddit being like, this guy's literally a Nazi sympathizer. And I'm like, man, holy shit. What happened? That happens every game? I don't know, man, it's crazy. I noticed as well when me and Sinnoh and like and John Wolf and Apollo played, I posted a video on YouTube and there was some, you know, Dead by Daylight psychos. We were just having fun, right? some Dead by Daylight psychos, you know, in the comments. Not many, but you know, some people were like, wow, really cool that like 4 level 20s get or 3 level 20s carry a level 1 or something like that, so that like nobody online can have any fun. And I'm like, what do you, nobody even knows what you're talking about except you. I'm just trying to like play a video game here with some people that I enjoy who also play the video game. I guess I gotta go make friends who like suck ass at Dead by Daylight and then feed you know, Smurf accounts 24/7 until I've earned the right to have fun with this game that I bought when you were in like 4th grade. Anyway, sorry, we're starting a little hot. But that being said, Dead by Daylight is like its own, it's kickstarted like the hide and seek genre of, oh, that's not even possible. Or subgenre. No, of game, right? Like, there's another, there's like a Chinese mobile game that is like a knockoff of Dead by Daylight. Let's call it a fast follow. And it has, like, I mean, I don't know how to, I don't mean it to sound like offensive, but it has like anime waifu type styling to it instead. And I'm like, it's, I'm not knocking it at all. It's just like, it is not just a game anymore. Like, when one game comes out, you're like, oh, this is kind of cool and new. Then the second game comes out, and you're like, oh, this is like a copycat. Then the third game comes out, and you're like, it's a genre. You never want to be second. Land it, land it. Oh! Dunk, dunk, dunk. Dude, mobile games are so funny. Like, Super Auto Pets is legendary, don't get me wrong. But I saw a tweet that was like, I think it was not like algorithmically put in my feed, it's someone I follow. They were like, I got an ad for like this cool Stranger Things puzzle game that really looked like you know, have like competitive match 3 mechanics and you like play against other people online. It looks super neat. And then they showed like a comparison of the screenshot of the ad versus the actual game, and it was legitimately like, you know, what they promised for Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Remastered and what you got. It was just like moving gems around in a game made in Construct 3. Like it was. I'm always surprised, I guess. Like I'm not surprised the mobile ecosystem makes, you know, good money. But I am always surprised that there's, like, apparently a market for, like, you know, a Stranger Things Match 3 puzzle game where, like, if you wanted to, you could pump $12,000 into the economy. Like, I don't know, man. Help me. I'm just surprised, that's it. I'm not saying it's not okay. You can spend your money on whatever. Wouldn't be my first choice, probably. Okay, we have a save point, we have lightning. I feel like our best hope is actually to come down this way. This level is actually like... I feel like this is being in Firelink Shrine for the first time. I'm dead. I'm not dead. And you're like trying to figure out what to do, right? Oh my god. Like, I'm trying to figure out whether we go to the graveyard with the spooky skeletons. And I'm trying to figure out, oh, wait, there's like this little bridge over here that leads into the sewer. Maybe we could check that, or, I don't know, apparently this bird can take me back to the tutorial area for some reason. There's so many paths. Do people even care about Stranger Things? Dude, it's kind of crazy. I'm stunned, by the way. I didn't know that the new Ghostbusters movie hadn't come out. I honestly thought it had come out and like come and gone. Let's put it that way. The fact that it is only now coming out is surprising to me. For some reason, I thought we were way past that. Okay, help me. Help me. This is just good luck. But regardless, like, I saw an article from a movie blog that said that Red Notice, the new Netflix original Red Notice, is the biggest opening in Netflix's history. Like, more people watched it than watched anything any movie Netflix has made. I bet you have to reg doll here, man. And I was just like, yeah, of course, because, like, Netflix, you're the one showing it to people. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to do that. Like, you financed your own... Oh. You financed your own movie, and then, like, you count it as a view if somebody watches the trailer, and then you autoplay the trailer when they go to your app. Like, please! Did you hear that? I mean, of course it's the most watched thing you've ever made when you, like, force people to count in the analytics for it. Hey, yo, hide that. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I can make this, but I'm gonna try, okay? No! Well, there was a try. Wait, you know what? I felt like we made some progress there. Also, like, I don't know... I was talking about it with Corey, because he watched it. And this is not a knock on Corey. He'll watch anything. And usually, like... He's honest about it. He's not like, oh, you gotta see Extraction starring Chris Hemsworth. Usually he's like, it kinda sucked. But he'll watch pretty much anything on the platform, right? Every time. You can't stop on the stairs, dude. What am I thinking? But you can't just force it, because then this happens. But either way, I was telling him, I don't think you could engineer, like, a starring cast that inspires less desire for me to watch a movie than Gal Gadot, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Ryan Reynolds. Like, there's not a single bit of redeeming, like, casting involved in there that is like, oh, I gotta see. Maybe if they had Michael Stuhlbarg show up and he could play, like, I don't know, a dad with The Secret or something like that, then I'd be like, oh, what an interesting little wrinkle we got here. Not even Dwayne? I mean, I don't mind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but I think he doesn't choose movies that end up being that compelling, you know? Like, say what you will about Dave Bautista, but, like, you know, he's in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's in Blade Runner 2049, he's in Dune, you know? He's not always in good stuff, but he chooses some interesting roles from time to time. The Rock, I always feel, is like, I feel like he's got a chip on his shoulder, like, wow, bet you didn't think, like, a hunk could be funny. And I'm like, no, it never really crossed my mind, to be honest with you. I'm rooting for you, Dwayne. Don't fall down the whole staircase, please. There we go. Okay, we're going this way this time. Also, I'm trying to think, because I went on, I don't know if, it's not Today's Isaac, right? Maybe it is Today's Isaac. Was any Isaac viewers in chat? Time to die, by the way. Did I go off on a 40-minute rant about how much I hate James Corden in Today's Isaac episode? Or was that something, did I, like, dream that? Yes, you did. It was weird. Okay, yeah, alright. Sorry. I just kept, I don't know what happened. I just kept going off, man. I'm telling, oh, hey, I'm telling you, like, I meant, like, 20% what I said, where I was like, look, you don't look to late night entertainment as, like, oh, this is, like, emblematic of the downfall of Western society or whatever. But, like, at least late night, you know, my generation, my parents' generation, it, like, had jokes. Now, like, so much of late night humor is like, whoa, Anne Hathaway is lip-syncing a Rihanna song. Never thought I'd see that. Like, who gives a shit? Let's go! Please! Oh! We were like a A millisecond away, man. You need to not press it? Wait a minute. You might be right, actually. Because I thought we made a miracle throw that one time we made it through, but maybe it was bait. Yeah, like Conan is... Look, it's like a sketch comedy show, okay? When I say, like, Conan was great, it doesn't mean that every bit on every show was good. But there was at least, like, a couple of things per episode where you would be like, that's pretty funny. And Conan himself has a lot of, like, naturally... He's just very funny. He has good charisma, right? Craig Ferguson was also great. I mean, even, like... I don't really find Dave Letterman like that funny, but at least he was better than Jay Leno. Like there was some humor there, but like late night is like, I mean, I really went down the list and was like, you know, you got Jimmy Fallon, James Corden, Jimmy Kimmel. If I had to pick like one of the Jimmys to watch their show, I actually don't know. I think I settled on Jimmy Fallon because like as much as like he's kind of annoying and he laughs too much at the jokes and you know, he doesn't question his guests on like anything, and he had, you know, Donald Trump on and then tussled his hair like a weirdo. Like, I'm actually the greatest gamer. Like, at least Jimmy Fallon, like, I get the idea that he's, like, a little authentic. And then, like, even if his version of authenticity is kind of annoying to me, at least he kind of seems like he's being, I don't know, himself. James Corden, I'm just like, I honestly feel like being trapped in a car with James Corden for an hour would drive me to, I don't know, something terrible. Please? Okay, you definitely have to hit it. I was lied to. Like, I just feel like he would put on the Rent soundtrack and, you know, be like, 525,600 minutes. And I would just be like, you drive by the sign and it's like, you know, Seattle, 270 miles away. I'm like, don't touch me, motherfucker. Alright, that's, I died about 25 different ways there, but that's fine. And then, like, I don't know, Jimmy Kimmel, maybe this is, overly rude to somebody I don't know, but I just feel like Jimmy Kimmel actually is not, he doesn't have a personality. Like, the only thing I know about him is, well, I mean, I saw him on Win Ben Stein's Money, and I saw him on The Man Show when I was, like, 11 years old. And then I know that, every year for 2 decades, they've been doing the, film you, telling your kids you ate their Halloween candy, version 17.4. Please, get up. I deserve that. I deserve that. I don't know, it's just like, it's... The carpool karaoke and celebrity lip sync is what gets me the most. Like, I was happy that I came to the verbiage I was looking for in that Isaac video, which is, it's like this cursed intersection between, like non-analytical nostalgia, where you're just like, I remember that, combined with, like, celebrity worship. Hey, remember, like, you know, A Whole New, or Part of Your World by Ariel in the Little Mermaid movie? Well, here is Rebel Wilson singing it, and you're like, holy shit, this is the height of entertainment. Somebody I recognize singing a song I recognize. Or lip-syncing it, even. Like, it's just... I don't know, man. Maybe I'm overly critical, but... no! In between the couch cushions! I recognize the person singing that song, I know. Whoa! Crazy! I want to meet the kind of person watching that Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg cooking show, man. I gotta find them. I don't believe that that person was organically grown on Earth. I think they were grown in a lab to consume content. Stoners? Dude, there's no way, unless you're like 12 years old, there's no way anyone's like, you know, it's so fucking funny every time. There's no way that like you're taking a hit off of a bong, a rip, sorry, I forgot about the parlance. And then you're like, you know what I really want to see is Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg make like a marzipan cake. There's no way, man. I don't believe it. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I gotta say about like James Corden. I can't, dude, I don't even know, like, I've never seen the Kelly Clarkson show, but that's the kind of shit that like scares me, culturally speaking. I'm just gonna jump over the cannonballs, I think. Like, cause late night is, bad most of the time, but at least it's like at night, so they can like pretend like they're gonna say a swear word and then not say it. Any kind of daytime talk show that comes on at like, you know, noon or 1 p.m., I don't even know, man. What do they do? Late night, come home. I got stuck in the spokes, man. It's the adult tour. It means we can say whatever we want. We can swear. Okay, don't go this way anymore. How much better would late night be if they just like didn't interview celebrities? Like, I get it would probably be harder to like get people to watch at first. Or would it? Like, does anybody like, oh, hey, did you know Shane McMahon's gonna be on Stephen Colbert tonight? Please, 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 please. Anyway. What was your plan? I thought that the thing would pop out of the ground in time. Anyway, so I was talking about Red Notice. What is that called? I don't know. Oh, come on, man. Jesus Christ. That is a double whammy right there. I was talking about Red Notice, and I was like, man, Netflix legit, like, I know I've gone to bat for the company many times in the past. How many good shows has Netflix made in its life? There's like 5 good shows, right? That's it? Tiger King, Squid Game, first couple of seasons of Stranger Things. Sure, Midnight Mass, you know, Dark. Like, a little bit of House of Cards. Like, really, they're making like one good show every 16 months. Honest question, like what percentage of Netflix's popularity right now basically is not due to Netflix, but is due to Vince Gilligan making Breaking Bad and then selling the distribution rights to Netflix, and it being like one of the best shows ever made, extremely popular, and also getting, you know, a new generation of people hooked on binge watching. It's gotta be like at least 30% of Netflix's market cap has to just be due to Vince Gilligan, man. Absolutely not. I'm telling you. It's Vince Gilligan and now Jerry Seinfeld. That's it. Well, Larry David. Let's say Larry David. And The Office. Okay, sure. And The Office. Go work for Netflix then? Under no circumstances? Okay, we're gonna take the low path here. Well, I don't know, make me an offer. I don't want to make TV shows. This is much easier. You just get to criticize things and then not create anything yourself. It's like it's the perfect position to be in. I've constructed my own ivory tower. we're making it. I don't know. I think Netflix gets a little too much credit. That's all I'm saying. They have like 10 shows. I don't know. Netflix has made like 2 good movies. Why am I taking crab path, man? What was it? Use your cyclone, get up higher. How are you supposed to see it coming, man? How are you supposed to see it coming? I'm not saying any of them are superior services. I think what we're realizing is that, like, you know, Netflix was sick when it was the only thing around. And then they realized, like, they had no moat, because, like, other TV studios will stop selling their streaming rights to Netflix and instead try to get a slice of that sweet, like, subscription model revenue themselves. So they're like, you know what's gonna save our business? A bunch of movies where, like, Liam Hemsworth is part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Why don't you just pay Vince Gilligan, like, whatever he wants to make, like, a Better Call Tuco? What if he just makes, like, a Better Call Tuco or something like that? That could work. Better Call Tuco could slap, man. We all know how that one ends? Yeah, we all know how Star Wars ends, too. 75% of the time, it's like, hey, it's not a Death Star, dude, just trust me. Oh, surprise, there's one secret vulnerability that's in exactly the same spot it's always in. Oh, it blew up. The Savior blew it up. Who would have possibly thought this could have happened? What am I doing? I'm dead. Okay. All right, try again. You're assuming that everybody who watches Netflix is part of your audience? Look, are you a Netflix shareholder? You talk smack about, like, you know, Superstore. Everybody's like, so true, so true. You talk smack about Netflix, people are like, excuse me, I invest $12 a month into that company. But we're just telling jokes. Is your dad Netflix? I don't think so. Just, it's okay. Anybody not in my audience watching right now? All right, well then let's keep having fun. You son of a... Saved. That new Arcane show does slap. I've heard that. I have heard that. I will never watch it. Because it's... all I watch is Seinfeld. I'm done with the documentaries, too. Like, I know how this sounds, but, like, with the documentaries now, I'm just like, I've seen all this shit before. I have, like, documentary fatigue. I was talking about it yesterday, but I got documentary fatigue because I've seen everything that's ever happened on planet Earth now. I'm like, oh, guy, astronaut, came back from the moon and one of her astronaut trysts, broke up with her and then started doing another astronaut, so she drove cross-country in space diapers in order to try to shoot the new lover of her astronaut boyfriend. Seen it. Yeah, that's the plot of the movie Lucy, but that's loosely based on, like, a real event. There we go. Okay, now you can do this. Okay. I'm so pissed off. I'm so fucked up. Sorry, not Lucy. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. There you go. Oh! Rip. This is hard, man. I don't know what... that's just impatience. Netflix has 15 series I like. Okay, but, like, over how long of a time scale? There we go. Oh, what am I doing? 15,000 years. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you have Netflix, like, Netflix for me is worth it right now. Because when I'm setting YouTube videos making thumbnails, I can squeeze in a couple of episodes of Seinfeld and I'm, like, entertained and distracted. In terms of, like, must-watch Netflix originals, though, I'm like, I don't know, man. I just get Corncob TV instead. Witcher? Honestly, I thought The Witcher was ass. I'm taking no prisoners today. My God, I'm putting the system on trial. If you like it, that's fine, man. Don't get me wrong. I thought The Witcher kind of sucked. I honestly, I thought the Queen's Gambit kind of sucked too. You know what I realized? I'm turning into Justin, actually. Which is fine. That's actually, like, aspirational. Okay, let me rephrase. I didn't think the Queen's Gambit sucked. But when I watched it, I was like, you know, I don't think it's all that it's cracked up to be. Queen's Gambit definitely better than The Witcher, though. Definitely better than The Witcher. It's not grumpy to say you don't like a TV show. What are you talking about? Okay, but then, hey, that new Marvel movie was kind of good. Oh, cape shit. Just let people not enjoy things. Actually, Marvel is, you can't escape it. It's the downfall of Western society is just, I recognize that thing. I didn't really like the Witcher TV show. I thought it was kind of like pedestrian done. How dare you? This is the savior. It's Kino. Okay, hold on. This is, what is this? This is a shield. We can make it. Right path? I don't know, the right path? Oh, that's right, you could just take the boats. We'll take the right path next time. What a shot. Go faster. We're not making it, man. This straw man MFer? Not everything you disagree with is a straw man. It's not that there's a straw man, it's that, like, whenever I criticize an opinion that is said to me in chat by, like, dozens of people, but it's not your opinion, people are like, nice straw man. It's not a straw man, it's your peers. There we go. None of us are real? Well, here's a quick question. Does the idea of a Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg cooking show appeal to you? Because if so, you may be an android. Created in an NBC laboratory deep beneath Rosie O'Donnell's mansion in the Hollywood Hills, here in my garage. Of course, that sounds amazing. Okay, I got bad news for you. Use your Twitch Prime subscription before you're deactivated. Okay. Lightning Bolt? Lightning Bolt is good. We're gonna take low path. Ooh, we're gonna take low path. We're gonna go up. Then we're gonna take a right path, and we're gonna take... What are you doing? Excited for the new Adele album? If so, you might be an android created deep in Richard Branson's, the bowels of Richard Branson's Soho penthouse. Whenever I watch Survivor, at least for the last couple of weeks, it serves me what I consider to be, like, the most offensive advertisement of all time. It starts with a can't miss event, one-time television special, and then it's like Adele interviewed by Oprah, and you're like, really? I don't have anything against Adele. It's more just like, I kind of rebuke the idea that it's like the cultural event of the season. Without being rude, Adele sings songs, right? I'm not saying she's not good at it. I'm not saying that I wasn't, you know, rocking along with Rolling in the Deep in 2011 or whatever, but, like, She's a singer. And then Oprah interviews like everybody, right? She interviewed Tom Cruise when he did that thing where he jumped on the couch. Now, if Adele was interviewing Oprah, I'd be like, what? Holy crap. And then Oprah sang a song. I'd be like, yo, this is different. They're really mixing it up. New tech, baby. Okay, now use your brain. Oprah's new album featuring Stedman. We're going to... Oh, we don't have a cyclone anymore. Okay, hold on. It's a bit tricky. Let's go. Okay, we're back. We're back. I think we got to take Crab Path though. I don't see how we could not take Crab Path. Like maybe Lightning Bolt would get us up there, but I don't know if it would. Oh, not a bad. What have you Reg doll here? All right, thanks for the advice. I really appreciate it. In the future, I'm probably just gonna choose to ignore it, but you know, it was a novel idea at least. Get drunked. Let me guess. We found hold on. We found a Witcher viewer. Okay, lightning bolt at the front. We like that. I said it was interesting. No. The casual Witcher enjoyer. What Bruno Mars song were you bopping to? Look, we can't talk about how I actually like Bruno Mars now because I've already had some quite boomer-esque takes. That being said, yes, it was Smoking Out the Window, which I've now been told is not by Bruno Mars. It is by Silk Sonic. Silk Sonic is loved by the Zoomers. Holy shit, I've come back around. I'm actually cool again. Hello, how do you do, fellow kids? I'm not that old. I'm basically just like a guy. Come on. An old guy? No, not really. Yes, I know that Silk Song contains Bruno Mars, but that's like if I said like, oh, I love that new Tom York song, and you were like, oh, which one? And I was like, oh, you know, Weird Fishes / Arpeggio. You would be like, what'd you say to me, you little piece? Get back here. You're not an intellectual. That's Radiohead. That's not Tom York. I would say that. You're right. I know. Oh, so that one's not a straw man, apparently. But if I ever say nobody wants to see Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg cook a fucking Napoleon together, people lose their minds. Oh, thank you. Wow. What is it? Is Mount Fuji? Yeah. Yo! Thank you. Thank you. How did she know? She was actually like, I mean, she could probably hear it through my headphones now that I think about it, which is why I have tinnitus, but she was like pretty much right on. Okay, we can do this. You just go like this. Poggy! Poggy do, poggy dee, poggy do, poggy dee, poggy do, poggy doo dee doo dee doo. Okay, we gotta try crab meta, man. Use gun on crab? Holy crap, you're a damn genius. That's not a gun. Guess I'll die. I bet you don't even hear it. This is the hardest level in Alt F4 history. Although it did take me like 8 hours to beat the first level. Okay. I swear the carts went faster when I played. I do feel like I have some kind of like physics glitch. Because the button push just, like, all I can say is that it doesn't feel right. Like, it should be hard, I'm sure, but it feels like you actually have to be, like, better than perfect. It's alright, take your time. This is self-care. I love when they just die. I was wondering why your save balloons fly so fast. Yeah, thank God, it's not just me. Like when you see a save balloon, if you have not thrown your chicken by the time you see it, then it's already too late. But I will persevere. Could be tied to my FPS. Is it because I got all this chia mining going on? Ooh, okay. Here we go. Close Photoshop? Well, I don't know. It's the opposite, right? Like, if anything, I think I gotta open it up. Let's go! I think the randomness on the chicken throw is, like, intended. It was like that in the original Alt F4, too. You kind of have to... It's like Frisbee. You have to position your arm right. Okay, we have Cyclone. Cyclone is new technology. Don't hit... Don't... Oh, my God. Anyway, I don't think The Witcher's that good. Look, I'm gonna give that Wheel of Time show a chance, okay? Again, I don't mean to come across as grumpy. Here's things in favor of the Wheel of Time show, okay? There's a Game of Thrones shaped hole in the television ecosystem that could be filled by a fantasy epic. Also, the books are beloved. I remember, you know, like this is not a joke. The same kid who yelled at our teacher because she didn't play Mind Trap with us after she told us she would. And he said, my parents told me not to trust liars. He was the kid who would always bring like the 1,300 page Robert Jordan Wheel of Time collection to school every single day, and he would actually like read that shit like every like 4 months. There'd be like a new one. It would be like a guy with a horse on the cover. You'd be like, oh shit, he's done it. Careful, he's a hero. Son of a bitch. Anyway, here we go. Also, it has Rosamund Pike in it. I like Rosamund Pike. She's a good actress. She was really good in the James Bond film Die Another Day. The one with the ice hotel. She's great in Gone Girl. I haven't seen We Care a Lot, but it's well liked. Let me just say what are some negatives about it from like the commercial that I've seen spammed in front of every piece of media. Kind of looks really shitty. But I could be wrong. I put myself in the shoes. If I had been paying attention in 2010, 2011, and they had released a trailer for Game of Thrones Season 1, I would probably be like, that looks like shit. And I would be wrong. Well, maybe the ad would be not so good, but either way, the show was good. So I'll give it a chance for sure. But I will say, like Game of Thrones, when it was good, it was like, they tricked you, right? Like at first it felt like it was gonna be like glorified young adult fiction, and then actually you're like, nah man, it's pretty severe. The Wheel of Time, I hear that it's I'm not trying to insult the books because I have not read them. But my understanding is that the books are well liked, but it is also kind of maybe a little more young adulty, maybe? Is that correct or false? That's correct. Okay. I don't mean it in a bad way. I got an idea, okay? This is actually gonna work. This is just, we're just burning inventory. Oh, what the fuck, man? Send it. Wow, the crabs go through the lightning? Are you kidding me? That's new tech, man. So you only like Dune and Seinfeld? Well, like right now. I watch Survivor on Wednesdays. It's one day till Survivor night. Please. That's true. I like Rush. Yeah, I like Rush a lot, man. I like Yes. That's a good band. In fact, one of the reasons I think I like the Plock soundtrack so much is that it's kind of like Yes. It sounds very Yes-like. Oh, it's a double elimination episode this week? Oh, let's go, man. I mean, look, I love Xander. I think he's done a lot to make this season entertaining. Is there a world where Xander and Evie don't find themselves on the chopping block this week? I feel like the editors are kind of like intentionally matsing us right now. They're trying to create a situation where it looks like Xander and Evie are, you know, free agents that might be able to shift the bounds of loyalty, but I really think that Team Luvu is just going to use their majority alliance to shove them out and then start playing the real game. Stop pretending you know what these words mean. Where can I watch Survivor as a European? America. You could go to America and watch it at 8 p.m. Eastern time on NBC. Dude, I don't want to let Dan know this. It's too much power for Dan to have. But did you know that in Canada, this might be American too, but there's an app where you can watch British television, and the app is called Acorn TV. Like, what a name, man. I mean, but the thing is, like, you get anchored to things. Like, things that would otherwise sound crazy sound normal to you once they're popular. Like, if you heard about a new startup called Netflix, you would be like, this is actually the dumbest name for a service I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm saving my power-ups, man. You would be like, Netflix? Like with an X? I don't buy it, man. That's why I always laugh. Dan makes fun of, like, Canada had an electronics store called Future Shop. I am one with the Force, and the Force is one with me. Oh, fuck. But, like, you gotta remember, so the concept of a store called Future Shop is very funny, don't get me wrong, but you actually have a store, or had, in the United States called Circuit City. Like, you would really be like, hey, hold on, I'm gonna go to Circuit City real quick and buy a quadcopter. Circuit City has gotta be a dumber name for an electronics store than Future Shop. Yeah, Radio Shack. It's not even a shack. It's like a little square inside of the mall that sells batteries. In Europe, it's called Media Market. I mean, that's a good name. That's a descriptive name. There's a way that we can do this. Bro, my cart isn't even here anymore? I really thought that we could chicken bootstrap ourselves there. What just happened? This is just life. I trust. Jesus loves me, yes I know, 'cause the Bible tells me. I gotta get on the top path, go on the right, and then take the chicken boats over to the next section. That's the only way. I have seen Adam Sandler eating pickles out of the jar on the street. Honestly, I kind of like Adam Sandler, man. I hate to say it. Like, look, most of his movies are really bad. Some of his movies are insanely good. And I must also acknowledge, even the worst movie that Adam Sandler has ever made is, like, better than any video that I've ever made. Even my best video ever is worse than, like, Benchwarmers 2 or whatever. I mean, this is like a multi-year project. So I'm just gonna, like, restart, please. Saved. Okay. Admittedly, the Brain Destroyer toy baseball clip maybe is up there, but it's not Al anymore, it's Dunk. Uh-oh. He almost stuck the landing, man. Have you seen Uncut Gems? Yes, it was my favorite, my second favorite movie of 2019 after Parasite. Not the anime, but the foreign film. Unless you live in South Korea, in which case it's just like a film. I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet. I need to see The Lighthouse. I will at some point. Look, I started watching movies again. There was like a year and a half I didn't watch any movies. Only movie I watched was like Austin Powers over and over again, okay? But like as Kate will attest, we're starting to like be able to live as adults and not exclusively as parents. Like we're getting a little bit of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs time. All right, I'll just die. You had the chance to see the Marvel movies? I don't want to break it to my wife, okay? I don't know, though. Like, Shang-Chi after Dune, I'm not saying Dune has killed my Marvel enjoyment at all, but I think watching those movies back-to-back changed me. Because when I was watching Dune, I was like, this is a tough movie, but it's, like, rewarding. Like, it doesn't, there's no Aquafina going like, damn, now that's a whip, you know? And every time you see, like, a new spaceship or something like that. So then when I watched Shang-Chi, I was like, hold on, we can do this. I was like, this is good, but so what? And I don't think it's a change in Marvel. I think it's maybe not even a change in me, but it's just a little different. I got nothing against Aquafina, okay? Even though I did suggest in my video for Isaac today that it's possible that she was a shared global hallucination created by, like, microwave radiation experiments done by the CIA that led us all, like, one day there was no Aquafina, and then, like, a month later she was she was in everything. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, she was, like, not around. And then one day, she was in something, and I was like, Aquafina? And everyone's like, yeah, she's the most famous person in the world. I was like, really? 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 Here we go. The CIA experiment is called Jumanji 2. Oh, you mean Zathura? 301th night. Look, it's a hard game, okay? I've had a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. Okay, this is where we want to be. Here's base take. Every night is actually your first night. If we got some items when we get over there, we'll be fine. We'll be can of corn. Just give me a can of corn. Burp, 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 burp. Derp, 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 derp. No, I hear you. Like, the Marvel hate is annoying, too. I always feel like you can criticize the movies, but when people, like, criticize the effect that they have on culture, I'm like, literally, just, like, get friends who are as snobby as you. You can't go anywhere without hearing people hype up Ant-Man 2. Yeah, you fucking can. Just get friends who aren't, like, 12 years old. You can talk about, like, dumb shit like the U.S. Treasury yield, like I do. It's not, like, it's not completely plastering over culture as a result of like 3 movies a year becoming popular and you don't like them because they don't star Timothée Chalamet. Like, it's okay to just not like the movie. You don't have to resort to like they're having an effect on like the Western psyche or something. Big place. Big place. You can't deny the effect they had on entertainment. Everyone always talks about how shitty it is that, like, you know, there's so many Marvel movies in the theaters. Nobody talks about how awesome it is that they fucking murdered the Transformers franchise. Saved us from getting a new Transformers movie every 18 months. Some dumbass, like, racist robot every... that they're selling action figures for. At least the Marvel movies are, like, actually kind of competent. Transformers was just like a trash fire from the very start, and it lasted like a decade. I'd rather have Transformers. Then you are just wrong, and your taste is so much worse than you think it is. It's like you're... Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, there's one decent Transformers movie, and then there's also Bumblebee, which I don't know what to think about, because anytime I see John Cena's face, all I can think of is him licking an ice cream cone. Transformers wasn't that popular? Dude, go look up the box office mojo results. The second Transformers movie was like I mean, it was making Marvel money. Also, when I lived in Korea, like every 9-year-old kid was like, my favorite movie is Transformers 2. My favorite movie is Transformers 2. Which is the same reason why I'm like, if you got people that literally like won't shut up about like, you know, what are the implications of the collector being manifested by the Reality Stone in Infinity War? You gotta find friends who, like, have hobbies that go beyond annoying you, basically. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a movie. Like, when people are like, oh, I really like Shang-Chi. You know, well, okay, it's good. More people enjoying things is good for the world, IMO. Controversial take, I know, but... Okay, hold on. I want to use my Cyclone, though. That was a sick jump off the wheel. Okay, hold on. I don't know, like... I don't know if this is okay. Hell... Disney spends hundreds of millions of dollars marketing these movies? Okay, then just fucking, like, ignore it. I don't know, like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm always surprised, but, I mean, I guess, like, don't take this the wrong way, but if, like, your thing is being online and being like, I love movies, then I'm sure, like, it's annoying that, you know, nobody wants to talk about Jules et Jim you know, for 50 years fucking straight, and instead they're like, who's the best person to take on the mantle of Captain America? You're like, excuse me, this is r/cinema? Can you please get out of here? We're trying to talk about the same 9 foreign movies from the 1930s in Germany. It's circle jerk over that in the American Film Institute rankings for like the 1 billionth time ever. Like, just apart from that, like, can't you just ignore it? I kind of don't get it. Okay, a cyclone can get us out of this. Beautiful. Okay, we have another cyclone. What about Ari Aster? Hey, you put some respect on Ari Aster's name, please. I would totally watch an Ari Aster cinematic universe. Excuse me, my save? Like, if the vaping guy from Midsommar and then the Jumanji kid from Hereditary, like, met up and maybe, like, he wielded the crown of Paimon or something like that, and then the other guy, I don't know, like, ate a bunch of magic mushrooms, I would be like, holy shit. It broke new ground. This isn't gonna get us there, man. It's gonna get us there? So eat with the funky breakfast treat. So eat breakfast treat. So eat breakfast treat. Gotta aim for the left. Chicken. Okay. Hey, it's a start, man. Anyway, I don't want to just define this by, like, media I don't like. There's a lot of media I like. For example... Hold it took me a second. Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's a show. Now that's a show. I didn't say Seinfeld, I said Curb Your Enthusiasm. Island Boy. I'm a big fan of... I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'ma just wear my vest. They're trying to be an island boy. They're from Florida? No way. That's not a damn island. Well, culturally maybe, but... They're from the Caribbean? Okay, see, I genuinely, when I watched it, I was like, I bet they are island boys. It would be very audacious to sing a song called Island Boy if you were from, like, you know, Indianapolis. You got a problem? Yahoo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on, I got a great idea. We'll just fly over the crabs on our cyclone. You just gotta wait. Whoa. Oh, come on. How are we gonna... We're only like 10 feet off the ground. How are you gonna reg doll me for that? You guys see... I don't know. Probably the answer is no, but for some people who are online a lot, the answer might be yes. You see all the footage of, like, the barges washing up on the shores of downtown Vancouver yesterday thanks to the rain and the wind? Shit's kind of crazy over here right now, huh? Kate, did you know they shut down the Burrard Bridge at 7 p.m. because they were worried the barge was gonna, like, blow into the bridge and collapse it? But they, like, I guess they couldn't send... Source Reddit, just trust me, but they couldn't, like, get tugboats into the water to tow the barge away from the bridge because the weather was so bad that they're like, the tugboats aren't secure. Like, shit's kind of crazy over here right now. Are you guys okay? Like, we are for now, but like all of the highways, this is literal. All of the highways and rail lines leading out of the city have been destroyed by floods and landslides. So like, I don't know what that means for like going to the grocery store in a couple of weeks. I'm sure that they'll fix it. I'm not too worried about it. You know what it means? Shut the fuck up. What that means for the next couple of weeks, maybe? I'm an island boy. I'm trying to buy my groceries. I'm just an island boy. I can sing it. I can sing it now. We are an island boy. A week ago, that would have been... Well, I don't know. It probably wouldn't have been problematic because most people are just making fun of them to begin with, so... Yeah, Tiger King Season 2 tomorrow. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, Survivor gets priority, no joke. But then there's something to watch on Netflix. Yeah, I don't know how they made a new season when he's, like, in prison. Maybe it'll be, like... Orange is the New Black? I don't know if I could honestly stand to watch Joe Exotic. I use the same joke every time, but it was crazy, man. I stopped watching Orange is the New Black in that episode where they ate pussy. Oh, I don't know if I could stand to see Joe Exotic eat pussy, quite frankly. I think I'd rather die. You don't remember that? The one where there was a prison riot and they killed and ate pussy? If you haven't seen the show, you might not get the joke. The joke is there is a character on the show where her name is Pussy. I'm just gonna die, I guess. By the time I looked at the save, it was like 10 miles up in the air. Why are you saying it's so weird? What the fuck are you talking about? Watch the show. Her name is Pussy. I'm not saying it weird. She was French. Her name's Pussy. And then the other wrinkle of the joke is that they actually do eat a lot of pussy in the show. It's not really shown. Sometimes they'll show it from like the belt line up, but that's why the joke works. It's a very common French name. Look, it might have been an adopted moniker for all I know. Moniker! That's Ja Rule in Too Fast, Too Furious. Moniker! I'm losing my mind, man. Okay, here we go, here we go. Get ready, get ready. No save this time, huh? Alright. Fuck me, I guess. That's cool, I'll just be a chicken or whatever. Pussy is definitely not a French name. Bro, I didn't write the show, okay? That's like, it's some Diablo Cody shit, okay? Don't take it up with me. Look, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. What? I bounced off of my own spirit?